Hey everyone, welcome. So today we're going to talk about a way to supercharge your sleep. And it's awesome you're watching this video because it tells me that you understand how important sleep is to be not only the best person you can be, but also the best athlete you can be. Even one night of sleep deprivation can impair insulin sensitivity. And that's only one night. Can you think of how damaging constant sleep deprivation will be, not only on your performance, but also your health? So if you're serious about performing at your top levels and being a great athlete, you must maximize your sleep. And today I'd like to talk about how exercising in the morning, right after you get up, or early in the morning, is one of the best ways to improve your sleep. So if you talk to any sleep expert, the number one thing they'll tell you is you have to kind of create a regular schedule with your sleep, so you're optimizing your circadian rhythm, right? Because your body has a natural clock and it releases certain hormones at certain times, and you want to optimize the release of the hormones to be in sync with sleeping and waking up. So for example, if your circadian rhythm isn't perfectly in sync, you should have a huge rise of cortisol right before you wake up. Your body temperature will start to decline right before bed. You'll have releases of melatonin and growth hormone that occur during the times of sleep, which is where you want them to happen. But if your circadian rhythm is dysregulated, and your body's getting all these weird signals, and that's why in my previous video where I talked about how the f.lux app can be super helpful in helping improve your quality of sleep, because you're limiting the contradictory signals where it's dark outside and your brain thinks, oh, it's sleepy time, but now you're throwing blue light at yourself and you're suppressing your melatonin release. And another really potent way to really kind of regulate the circadian rhythm is just early morning exercise. And it's something my mother and all my families, that's an old wives' tale, you should exercise in the morning, it's good for you. And I was kind of like, oh, it's BS. I hate getting up in the morning, like early to work out. It's kind of nice in the middle of the day when you have the day, you kind of ease into your workout. And I think optimal performance, if you're competing, I don't think you want to get up at 6 a.m. and go run the 100 meters and expect to break a world record. But I think in terms of optimizing your sleep and just in terms, it's good to have some sort of exercise in the morning that kind of gets your heart rate up. And it's actually really cool. There was a study done 2 years ago at Appalachian State University where they examined how exercise at different times in the day affected circadian blood pressure changes, so how your blood pressure changes during sleep based off the time of day, and also the amount and the sleep architecture. So it's basically, if you hook up an EEG to your brain while you're sleeping, there'll be different kind of classical brain waves for each kind of phase of sleep you're in. And they specifically examine kind of, does exercising at a specific time of day increase the amount of delta stage sleep, which is basically your deep sleep, which is really kind of the currency as athletes you really want to be focusing on, because that's really where the deep muscle repair, you get that huge spike in growth hormone. So you want to maximize your time in terms of improving recovery in deep stage sleep. And they found that exercising at 7 a.m. in the morning maximize the decrease in nocturnal blood pressure. So basically your blood pressure during nighttime, that's what nocturnal means, and also your deep stage sleep. So if you want to maximize your sleep, getting some aerobic exercise in the morning is essential. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. It can just be a walk around the block. You can be doing some jumping jacks before you get up, just anything to kind of get that heart rate going. And kind of nice, awesome side benefit is that it super charges your productivity as well. So usually I'm in med school right now, and I usually have kind of case-based learning on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. So I'm up at 5:45, getting ready, and then heading straight to UBC. That's a pretty long drive, and I have to be there for 8 because they're really strict on getting there on time. But on Tuesday, Thursdays, I have family practice and clinical skills in the afternoon. So I always have the intention, hey, I want to get up at 5:45, keep that rhythm, because I know that's the number one recognition any sleep expert will give you. Wake up at the same time every day, so you really ingrain that circadian rhythm, so your body kind of knows, okay, this is when I'm getting up, this is when I release the cortisol, blah, 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 right? And all the good slew of hormones and temperature changes and energy changes. But I kind of get up at 5:45, and the temptation is, oh, I'll just nap. Or if I try to study, it's so tired, I can't even study, boom. But this morning I got up and I got my ass out of bed, went to the West Van Rec Center, did some workout, did a little bit light upper body workout, did a nice swimming, sauna, and boom, I'm like just ready to go. And it's a really powerful way to get you to bed. And now I'm not going to go back to bed. afterwards because I'm all energized after working out, just getting that blood pumping. And then, so in conclusion, early morning exercise will not only improve kind of the amount of deep stage sleep you have, but also kind of decrease your nocturnal blood pressure. And it's also a great way to just increase the productivity of your day because you've done something that's really important, right? And it's hard to do, right? If you're not an athlete, you'd be like, working out's easy. But for just a general person, getting that workout in is probably one of the most difficult tasks you have to do, and just doing it first, right? A lot of productivity experts will say you want to do your most difficult task at the beginning. So if the first thing you do is get that workout in, then you've really set the tone of your day to, hey, I'm going to really do the most important task and get it through the day. Yeah, so that would be the biggest recommendation I would have right now, and it's something that totally changes kind of how you feel in the morning, your energy levels. Because a lot of times when you wake up and you feel kind of like crap, a lot of it's just like your body's a bit stagnant. You just need to move kind of the lymph and the blood around. All of a sudden you feel good, and that's a major reason why we tend to kind of oversleep. As I mentioned in one of my previous vlogs, is one part is we get bored and tedious, and our brain kind of creates fatigue as an escape. But also another part is that we don't exercise, and our body needs exercise to really fatigue us in a good way to get that deep rest. So if we don't exercise and we're not moving enough, we don't get that deep rest. The less deep rest we get, the less energy we have to exercise, and it's a really negative downward cycle. So make sure that you don't do it every day, because obviously I don't really have the time Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do, as soon as I get up, I do like a couple of quick yoga poses. But other than that, I'm not doing something really cardiovascular draining. If I live closer to campus, I'd probably bike, because that's what a lot of my classmates do, which is excellent. But definitely at least 2 or 3 times a week, get up early in the morning, get out there, get your heart pumping, and have a great day. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to share with your friends and subscribe. Thank you.